surprised. What's the matter?
Happy birthday, PJ!
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Hi!
So, what are you doing for fun today?
Drinking mimosas with you.
Out of my new cup
Where'd that come from?
from Napanee, Indiana.
I was in Napanee, Indiana, and I didn't get one of those.
This cute little
I didn't
coffee
buy
shop.
it for you. Only
That's
bought
how
one for
that
Lindsay.
that's how that happens.
Super cute. Look, it says it says let it be.
Main Street Coffee Shop. One of
Main
my
Street Coffee
favorite
shop.
places.
Yeah.
It was really good.
What are you drinking out of today?
I am drinking out of the Java Shop cup
Ah, from.
from Mike.
Mm-hmm.
What's Mike's last name?
Heward.
Heward. Yes.
What are you drinking out of, Clint?
I'm drinking out of. Oh, there's nothing in there. I'm drinking out of this roller thingy. What is this? It's an Intech branded thing. They put a sticker on it.
All right.
There's a sticker on
Now
it.
you know our cups. I'm just waiting
All of our
until
And-
people start watching.
And
And then
You know,
my old standby that does have hot coffee in it. I'm
would
bringing my
you
fingers.
cry if that broke?
I would. Which would be stupid because it was a white elephant gift I got. Just
Oh,
plain
well.
dumb, but I
Those
like
are the
it.
best.
you won the lottery with the right idea. Me first.
Hey Barbara, how's it
Needs to be
going?
Tiny.
Why?
Cause
It's your birthday.
Because I want more than
So what are you
one.
making for us over here?
Mimosas.
Mimosas. This is going to shock you, but I've never had a mimosa.
Oh,
Well, now I have one on my pants.
That's.
Lindsay's
Are you
wearing
doing okay?
mimosas. I'm drinking.
you doing
them,
okay?
This
Hi, Barbara. New picture.
Yeah.
Thank you. It has been a really fun
gosh.
birthday.
All right.
Are you not able to do this?
I'm not
well,
able to adult. I'm gonna smell like orange juice all day. Happy Friday, everybody! All right, let's start with
Let's see
Where
here.
are you?
Bridget says happy birthday. Facebook user says happy birthday. Identify yourself, Facebook user, because Facebook won't.
I can tell you who it is, but not when I'm covered in orange juice.
Well, thank you very much. I am excited. I'm having a great birthday.
You've never
Angela.
had a
Thank you,
mimosa?
Angela.
I don't know that I have. It doesn't. I mean, I don't go seek them out, so I don't know if I've had one or not.
I seek them out.
I don't know.
How can you be your age? Not my age,
How
but
old
your
am
age.
I?
How could
Yeah.
you be your age and not stick juice into
I'm
champagne?
just a little guy.
And not know if you've had a mimosa. Clearly, he hasn't had enough drinking experiences.
I mean, I've stayed hydrated enough to get to this ripe old
All right,
age.
you guys have baby mimosas. Y'all go for it. But
Slam it.
you tell me I can drink a mimosa, and
Well,
Yeah.
you're wearing half of your mimosa.
I am.
Sticky
Lindsay
situation.
likes champagne with a splash of orange juice.
It's purely for color.
not even flavor, just color.
Okay, so who are you? Where are you watching from? And what are you drinking? It's okay if it's not.
Ooh,
If it's
yum.
got no
You better if it's
octane. It's
cold.
fine if it's coffee. It's fine if it's milk.
No.
It's fine if it's
Now it sounds
miak.
bubbly. It's true.
Did you say miak?
I said miak.
What?
What?
It's a Clint thing.
I'm not going to
Okay.
drop it. Points to you if you know where the reference for miak is. Okay.
I don't. I get no points.
Well, your life is probably better for it, but whatever.
Miak.
Miak. Okay. So,
It's tough to chat. I know a lot of you guys aren't camping right now because it's hot. People in our area. So,
hey, Nathan
Hi, Nathan.
from Chicago. Welcome aboard.
Chicago.
Welcome aboard.
We were there this week. Spent some time at O'Hare.
wait, how did this end up on my Facebook page?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Barbara going involuntarily retired a week ago.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh. Well, hey. Travel.
After
yeah.
18 years, it's retired. So had a little
Sounds-
time to travel with money.
Yeah, way to be optimistic about it.
Yeah. You'll find it. It'll happen. Turns out we've run across a lot of opportunities out there. We're just busy with what we're currently doing. Hi from Cincinnati. Happy birthday from Verde Valley, Arizona, from Jeff Underwood. Happy birthday yet again and again and again and again.
Well, thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
It was 111 when we flew back on Wednesday.
Yeah.
How hot is it in Verde Valley, Arizona?
Yeah.
We did discuss Arizona when we were flying in, and it was 80% humidity at 111 degrees.
Mm-hmm. Sean says, happy birthday. Hey, Sean.
Sean.
Hey, Sean. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So, what news do we have? Do we have any news? Anything on our minds? Anything that we learned while traveling? Anything on your mind?
We should plan these better, huh?
We should.
Yeah. Well, I thought we did plan mimosas. We did plan cocktails. I thought that was a good start.
Okay, so PJ, for you, what's a good birthday evening sound like for you? What are y'all gonna do?
I don't know what we're gonna do. I was just told.
What do you want to do? We can change plans.
Well, I don't know if you can. I didn't make them. But yeah, that Lindsay was cooking dinner at my house.
What you making?
So
I think I'm making stir fry on the fire disc.
Ooh,
That'd be
nice.
fun.
yeah,
80 degrees in Arizona. 80 degrees.
80 degree. Wait.
Well, it's got to be are you at altitude? What's the altitude there? Yeah, saw more empty spaces at the campground this year. Yep.
Right. We have to. I mean, honestly, I'm tired of talking about how hot it is, but that can curb some people's camping
And the gas.
and the gas. Yeah.
Which is a
And-
little
I
better
mean-
lately. Guess a little better. I'm glad Lindsay's making your birthday dinner because you would have had oven toasted Pop-Tarts if it were me.
Wait, I didn't know that was an option.
I
We're
don't
totally
know.
having Pop-Tarts.
Oven toasted Pop-Tarts doesn't sound so bad. Yeah, that might be a
And-
good option.
Or maybe grilled Pop-Tarts because you get those little grill marks on them.
The thing I'm most excited about is my husband has been working on a new patio and like putting bricks down and pavers to make this big patio. We used to have a pond, but then he realized he hated frogs.
And it invited frogs?
And it was hard to keep clean because we couldn't keep fish in it because there's so many raccoons.
The raccoons were coming in and fishing them out?
And we didn't put them in there because there were so many raccoons.
Okay.
So, because things move around in our backyard, the raccoons visit and they rearrange everything. So he sold the pond. Okay, guys. Yeah, I came home one day. He said, "I sold the pond." How do you sell a pond? Well, I don't know, but he did it. And he took
Somebody
the money
wants the
and bought pavers and built a patio where the pond was. So I really haven't been out there to inspect it, but I did see some cool little turquoise Adirondack chairs floating around in my backyard. So
Okay.
I'm going to go hang out in the backyard, I hope.
All right. You can toast your own Pop-Tart out there.
That's
All right. So,
On the fire?
Barbara says grilled Spam and pineapple.
Ooh.
It's kind of a classic,
It is.
you know?
I would need maybe some champagne and pineapple to be able to eat the grilled Spam. It's just not my
I have
favorite.
moonshine pineapples.
Really? That sounds pretty good.
So, you liar.
Moonshine pineapples? I don't know.
You liar.
Sounds better than grilled Spam. Okay, so here's the thing. I grew up on liverwurst.
That is the
And
worst.
It is the worst. And
For
so
your
I am
liver.
not a liverwurst fan, which makes grilled Spam very much like liverwurst, in my opinion.
Okay.
There you go.
Jeff says that he's located up around 100 miles north of Phoenix, not far from Flagstaff.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we should be in Phoenix right now. I don't usually say that in July, but
Okay.
we should be there.
Barbara says you're better off without the pond. Anyone she knows that had a pond got rid of it.
Really?
And suggests
Moonshine and grilled peaches. I'm in. That I can do, Barbara. That I can do.
Hey, look. We got new recording signs. And they light up and they're going to go outside the room so that whenever we're recording
Doing
the
this
podcast,
exciting, important stuff.
it'll light up. And sometimes it's the little things. I'm really excited about them.
Well, they look really. Where did you find those on Etsy?
Yes, but they're actually made here in Austin. It's called Studio One Austin. And they're like really well made. They're nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see them up and mounted and
Being awesome.
being awesome and lit
Cool.
up.
Cool.
Man,
All right. Barbara says she loves liverwurst with a Kaiser roll, red onions, German mustard, and Munster.
gross. Gross.
Barbara, you're my hero. I
Gross.
can't do it.
You know what? I'm
I just can't
100%
do it.
in, except for the liverwurst. I would probably bologna that.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
No, you don't want that to come out your nose.
I'm good. Good.
You gotta watch what comes out of my mouth.
You know what? Maybe this crowd could help us with the question that we got no less than 50 times when we were actually in Indiana this week. Clint and I went up there, visited some manufacturers, and so surprising, everybody wanted to know what do they need to add to their trailers? What did they need to change? What should they change?
All right.
And we're like, I don't know. I just didn't feel like we were the best people to answer that. Why would they think we would have a list of things that should change? I did have one thing that I thought should change. I told the people at Intech to add a black tank flush
Yes.
because
yes.
they
Why
said,
don't they
well,
have that?
because they said they're not very powerful and they couldn't find one that they thought was really good. I said,
Anything is better
Add a
than
bad
nothing,
one.
though.
you can't have nothing. So, I don't know. What else?
Let's see. Other
Bologna is good too.
Yeah.
Eat lots of it, and PB&J when saving for an RV. Yeah, I can do bologna and I can do PB&J all day long. I love it. That's not money saving for me. That's a treat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How about Vienna
Love
sausages?
peanut butter and jelly.
What are we
Okay,
talking about,
so,
y'all?
Oh, Barbara's coming up with good food for like in the patio.
So, things that you would. I'm trying to reframe your question. What should or should not
Yeah.
be included on RVs going forward, just to up the ante a little bit? That's what.
As far as
That's what the
floor
manufacturers
plans,
ask.
Yeah, that's
options,
what they
things
keep
like that.
asking us. And
What do we need to change or add?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what do
Like, here's a suggestion: all 50 amp RVs should have reel-in cords because
Those
they're heavy.
50 amp cords are heavy.
Yeah, and just dealing with them.
That would be nice, but that'd be one more thing that would always break.
Well,
I think you could do it.
if you're gonna add
if-
something,
If
you're adding something that
so
can break.
That's
here's the
true.
deal. You
That's
you
true.
definitely could do it in a robust fashion, but you wouldn't want to because a robust reel would be heavy and take up. It'd tell you the space it would occupy.
Yeah.
However, for the user, if you buy a trailer that has it and it's done well, heck yeah. I love not having to connect on both ends.
Do you remember all those units that would have the 30 amp cords and the inexpensive ones? You would have to push into a compartment.
Sure. And it just kind of
And then it doesn't
Balled
fit,
up.
and you have to pull it out and try to push it in the
Yeah,
other way.
yeah.
And then it gets tangled in there and you can't get it out.
Well, if you give it a little twist while you're reeling it while it's going back in the trailer, then it would have a better chance at coiling.
Well, this is the
versus-
geek that can literally
knuckleballing.
wind up any cord on any piece of equipment and make it look like a work of art. I cannot do that. I have practiced and I can't do that.
Yeah.
So
I like.
you can try to teach
Satisfying.
me how to twist it to roll it into the right thing in that compartment, but it ain't happening.
Yeah.
It isn't happening.
Dallas Stewart from Maine. Dallas from Maine.
Hi, Dallas.
Good to see you. Good to have you. Or yeah, last 3 rigs. So yeah, very good. Okay, so anything else that you would say, hey, all manufacturers just need to move this direction? We've seen some innovative steps. We've seen some innovations in just how they standard solar packages and things like that. What else would you like to see just kind of become a norm, a good change across the board for RV manufacturers? You like certain types of windows. Do you like the frameless windows?
You know, I do like frameless windows, but I don't know that they're necessary.
Okay.
I don't know that they're necessary, and they don't open all the way, so.
Dallas. That's the
It's my
girl.
birthday.
That's the one. Blame her.
Yep, my birthday just happened to fall on a Friday. So,
All right.
yes, the sewer hose compartments. Why can't they just make them a little wider?
And wide enough
And
to
that
fit
way-
the elbows. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it couldn't be a PVC pipe at that point. It has to be,
a
a
compartment.
rectangle.
It would need to be a compartment.
Yeah.
It could be done. Someone can engineer this. It's just no one's thought it worth their time to do so. It could be engineered. I'm sure of it.
And those PVC pipes that hold the sewer hoses, they're always 3 inches too short for whatever hose you choose.
Yes.
And it only fits a 10-foot hose. It never fits a 20-foot hose. Never.
That's why I don't understand the sewer hose storage, because
It never
you're
works.
still gonna have to put stuff that touched poop somewhere else in your
I
RV.
know.
So why wouldn't you just put it all in the same place? Why would you want the poop in 2 different places?
I've changed
yeah.
diapers.
I
Would
mean-
I have to go somewhere else?
Why?
It used to be that all the trailers had that 4-inch square steel bumper,
Yep.
and everything fit in there, and you just throw it all in there, and maybe the last hook connection wouldn't fit. Thank you, Dallas. I will enjoy my weekend. I am gonna celebrate
Hey, our
all
Russian
weekend
friend
long.
is here.
So,
Good day.
good day from Russia.
Hello.
Hello.
That's,
So-
that's
I know it was all the wrong response, wasn't it?
Yes.
Everything I did. Okay.
So I would like to find a way, somehow those 2 bumpers on the back, those big square ones,
Yep.
they're not there anymore. They're not cool.
DG says happy birthday. They now make
Hi, DG.
double pane frameless. Yeah. Double pane. Perfect.
Yep. Everything ought to be double paned.
All right, so
So
if
that's
you
for sure.
missed the question, we are, if you guys have any ideas, they visited some manufacturers last week and were
This week.
asked, whatever, we're asked, what would you change about RVs? What would you add or what would you change? So if you guys have any suggestions, we do talk to the manufacturers, and it's nice to hear from you guys because we don't always know what the people want.
Yeah.
So what would you change in your RV? What would you make standard, or what would you get rid of?
I don't think you're seeing the comments on Facebook. There's a good chance of that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What are we not seeing, Valerie?
Oh no! Help
What
us.
Facebook group are you watching from, Valerie?
Now she's on YouTube, which is working
Are
fine.
all these comments from YouTube? No,
Barbara's
there's
on
some
Facebook.
on Facebook. But sometimes, because we're streaming to multiple Facebook pages, sometimes it won't show us a certain page. So I have it on my phone here on a certain page so I can catch some of them.
But if we're not seeing your comments, thank you, Valerie.
All right, here we go. More modern interiors.
Yeah, I mean, that's been one of the
Isn't that the
number
truth?
one things that people say for years. Just seeing my in Texas Tiny Tree. Okay, Valerie, I'll go check.
I had how do I say this? We visited several manufacturers, but we saw one of them, and they were redoing some interiors that we looked at, and it's the old idea of something has to be really dark and something has to be light. They can't do it all light. And I love the interiors that are completely lighter, maybe a little bit of different tones in
So
it.
if you're going to add contrast, it's what you add
so
pillows
that it feels
accents.
very clean and modern. And when you buy the trailer, you get to add whatever color you
Right,
want, whatever
right.
contrast you want. I just love that. So, I tried to encourage that. I don't know how far it will go, but I tried. Yes, lighter trailers
More
under 2,000
lighter- yeah.
pounds.
But the question is, are you okay with a smaller set of features? Because we're running into current manufacturing techniques and materials that if you want a bathroom and the kitchen facilities and all that, and a dinette that is not your bed, then current manufacturing processes and materials are really making that hard to get a lot of designs.
Oh
Yeah.
man!
If you want to stand up.
I am not seeing these comments for
No,
some
look
reason.
at all those comments.
But since we made it a group, it looks like I, Lindsay, am broadcasting to the group because the group cannot broadcast. So that's why I think we're not seeing. So Rex.
So catch us up.
Rex said hi. Zavala, Texas, and drinking water. Just got back from a 2-week camping trip in Virginia.
Nice.
Amy said
right.
she's drinking water today. See, they're following
See?
directions. They're telling us what they're drinking.
That's when we first
They're
started.
drinking water, and
Next
we
week,
are not.
I start packing to head to the Northeast for 5 weeks of August. Rex said Ed Sheeran is playing in Belgium tonight. That would have been a nice birthday present for BJ. Yes, it would have.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Hey, Rex, I'll have my husband call you. Yeah, keep thinking.
Make plans.
You're on the
Sarah
right track.
is watching, so hello, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
And Valerie said, always more storage and shelving. Always. Always. But where? Do you feel like there's not enough utilized space? Like
think
there's
I got this.
wasted space? Or
I think I got this. The entire interior is storage and shelving, and I'll just camp in a tent next to my trailer.
it's just a big storage bin?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's kind of what you just said, is that if you want a bathroom and a kitchen of any notable size and usefulness, then getting a trailer under 2,000 pounds is really hard. It's just hard to do.
Yeah.
So that's the trick, is you have to choose. And manufacturers try to make those choices, and sometimes it is really weird what they come up with. So, I don't know.
Alright.
That's the trick.
We don't own an RV yet. We have been trying to figure out when we decide what to do. My husband and I are retiring soon and want to travel a bit.
Well, don't make the mistake of what some people do, waiting for the perfect trailer that meets literally a list of 50
yeah.
things you want it to
Yeah.
do. Because it's not out there, and you won't find it. Pick something that's close. Go have fun. A year or two from now, you may want to make a change, and maybe some of the things that you thought were important really weren't.
Right.
So just don't put it off on a 2-year adventure of finding
The
perfect
priority
one.
and the point is to go. Don't lose that priority for the check boxes.
The perfect
Yeah,
thing.
the perfect thing.
Pantry shelving should be adjustable.
I
Yeah.
totally agree.
Like just like a little knob that makes it go up or down.
Yes.
Because a bag of popcorn is a very different size than a can of green beans. One
Well,
of them I'm not taking camping.
I hate when I have a box of cereal and I can't fit it in any pantry shelf.
Sideways.
And
Hope
and
it
you
doesn't
end up
fall out.
Kind of wedging it in, or finding a different place to keep it. I mean, I don't know, silly.
Take a tip from the tiny house builders for storage. They have storage in every nook and cranny. And
That's true. They do a good job.
I feel like some RVs are definitely like that as well. I feel like some, I think Lance does a really good job with finding storage.
I was about to say
In
that Lance does an extraordinary
unexpected
job.
places
And I think that's because they come from the truck camper business,
where it's so
Where you
small,
have
where
to-
you
have to figure it
to
out.
use every
Yeah.
corner.
We already have a truck, F-250. My husband wants a fifth wheel, but it would have to be a small one.
There's some good ones out
Nothing
there.
wrong
There's some good
with
small
that.
fifth wheels.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nothing
They got-
wrong with that.
They got some cool. Oh my goodness, I forgot about this. Hi Nikki. Hi Dana. Nikki said happy birthday, PJ. Sarah said you've got to practice camping in order to know what you need. Well,
Well, there it is.
yeah.
So what do you do? How do you practice camping in order to know what you
You
need?
go camping and you screw it up.
Yeah.
So do you buy something and then practice? Or do you rent something to practice and then buy something?
I mean,
I
How,
don't know.
Show of hands, how many people have bought a trailer and then camped in it for a year or less to figure out what you needed and then bought something else? I mean, probably a lot of people.
And that may not have been their intention, and yet it's still how it played out.
Right. You say, oh, I thought I was going to be okay with this much space, but now that I've done this, I know what I need. But you don't know what you need until you do it.
So Barbara
That's right.
says at the rally show she saw 2-bedroom, 2-bath, fifth wheel, but living room only.
Set two people?
So no four.
So sleeps
yeah.
4 and sits 2. That is a
But
that's weird.
every
That
single
makes no
one of
sense.
us, when we sit down, a lap magically appears.
It's true. And a
Yes,
lot of couples are now sleeping in separate bedrooms. That's the thing.
Because snoring.
Well, because
Yeah, but in a travel trailer?
yeah, so if they're living in their travel trailer or spending a lot of time in their travel trailer, what if you can't sleep with the other person? So you have your 2 separate rooms and your 2 separate spaces. But I don't know. Now, the more I'm talking about this,
All right. Nathan says, "Man, I bother you for a sub 5,000-pound GVWR couples camper with dry bath recommendations. 5,000 pounds. That's okay. You can find that. Yeah.
Yeah, but what would your best bet be?
5,000
There's
pounds
some
gross weight. So like retro 135.
But what about the
Yeah.
Lance? 14
Well, first
or
of all,
15?
Gross weight is one thing, but gross weight's determined by axles. I mean, I realize you just want to be super safe by looking at gross weight, but really you need to look at the dry weight of a trailer and keep
Okay,
that below
true,
where you
true,
are.
yep.
Because you may have a double axle and it might have a gross weight of 7,000 pounds, but the trailer may only weigh 3,800
Right,
or 4,000.
right.
In which case you could easily tow it. You're never going to make it 7,000 pounds.
Right.
I don't know, just a thought. But Lance makes 2 trailers that are below that with dry
Right.
baths that are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
They make the
1475.
1475 and the 1575.
Right.
Both are great trailers. So that is one really good suggestion that I like. And I am a huge fan of the 1575 because it has big windows all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it's a fairly small trailer, it has a full-size dinette that can seat 6 people. And it has windows all the way around, so it doesn't feel small at all.
I wonder if we saw anything when we were in Napanee that would match that description.
All of the Soul products that Intech has have a dry bath.
Wet bath.
Wet bath.
A wet bath, that's what I meant. So that's not going to work.
The Terra
I didn't
is
see anything else.
how
The
heavy
Terra's
is
a
the
dry
Terra?
bath, but it's
It's over.
It's
5,800
heavy.
pounds.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not going to work.
Okay.
So with a dry bath, yeah, that's limiting. What else can we think of? There are some R-Pods out there with a dry bath.
The 202.
The 202
R-Pod
is a
202.
nice one, but I honestly...
Angela
it's-
Goldschmidting is watching. Get to work, Angela. I'm just kidding. Come have a mimosa. Come here.
It's not a.
Angela,
it's not the same. R-Pod's not the same quality as a Lance, so
Nope. Different animals.
yeah. I'm trying to think of something else that I could really recommend. There are other brands that are going to be, kind of a medium quality build.
Yeah,
just- I
that's a
can't
funny
think of
number
it
to match
right
with
now.
dry bath.
You're right. You're right.
All right, Mary Lou says hi from Austin,
Mary
Texas.
Lou.
Howdy. Small R-Pod, little guy Max, Lances, yeah.
Little Guy Max will have a wet bath.
Maybe wet bath. Mm-hmm.
Gulfstream Vintage Cruiser would be a good choice. That's what I was thinking. Are any of the vintage cruisers or like the little
But a vintage cruiser has to be a single
Sonics
axle to
or-
get under that weight.
there are single axle vintage cruisers.
So were you thinking like a?
They have
Like the
17
19
foot ones.
footers?
Yeah, 19 or 17. They have 17
The
footers.
17's a wet bath,
Is it?
I think.
I don't think it is.
19-foot vintage cruisers or Vista cruisers. I mean, it's the same thing. One is just cooler than the other. So yeah, that would be an idea.
My wife and I had to pop in and say, "Happy birthday!"
Thank you. Thank you, Dan.
All right.
How long have we been torturing these people?
I don't know. Forever.
29 and a half
Always.
minutes.
Always.
It's
always.
so festive, though. I love this.
I know. We have balloons. Lindsay brought me those balloons, and now I love that swirly one, right?
I know.
Oh, here we
isn't
go.
it pretty?
Here.
Bob Regan says
cool.
19 CSK Vintage is a dry bath.
Yeah, the
Do you know
19
what?
foots are dry baths. I don't remember if the
I don't remember
17
the weight
foot ones are.
though on those. Aren't they like 4,200 pounds? So they're getting close to that 5,000
And
pound
right
weight.
there. Yeah.
So their dry weight's 42, I think. I think that's about where they are.
Do you know what we should start doing? We should bring a inventory list
Spreadsheet.
Yeah.
for our lives, because I feel like every week we get at least one question where we're like, I don't remember
They
how much
make
it
a
weighs.
19-foot ibex that I really like.
Ibex, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know the exact weight on it, but it's probably around 4,000, 4,200. So it's getting close. If you have a 5,000 pound towing capacity, that's going to be pushing it when you load it.
So, this is off that topic, but I just looked out the window and I see something. And I want you guys, when we're done with this live stream, to pop over on the interwebs and take a look at the Micro Max from Little Guy Trailers and Micro Mini, and come back to us.
It's not a Micro Mini.
It's just
a Micro
Yeah, it's not a
Max.
skirt. So, take a look at the Micro Max from Little Guy Trailers and get back to us next week and let us know your thoughts, because I'm like, I see some really positive things. I have some things that I'm like, I don't know. So take a look.
But I will say that
Micro Max.
I've been looking at pictures of it online for
Yep.
like a year now.
Okay.
And it's hard to figure out. I mean, like, now that I see it in person, it looks very different from the pictures as far as size. Like, it looked bigger in the pictures.
But it's garageable.
But I'm not saying that now that it's smaller, it's not as good. I think this is really cool how they've packed this much stuff into this garageable teardrop that you can stand up in.
Okay. You say you can stand up
I
in it.
can
Let's
stand
be
up in
clear.
it.
I can stand up in it.
I can stand up in it.
But it's short. It's small.
It's garageable. I can't stand up in it.
I can stand it.
I
I'm
can't
not that
stand up in
short.
You are not that tall. Do we need to do this again?
Not as tall as
Do
you.
we need to do this
But
again?
I'm not
Stand
like
up.
short.
Stand up.
I'm not that short.
Okay.
Stand up. Stand up. Are you standing yet?
Are you standing yet?
I am not. You stand first.
1, 2, 3.
So
I'm
now
not
we
that-
know why Clint can't
I'm not
stand up
that
in it.
short.
You guys are cute.
Uh,
Adorable. I could pack y'all around.
But
whatever.
I feel the same way, Lindsay. I've been looking at pictures for so long. It just arrived here this week. I like it, and I like the. And
think it's cool.
They tried to put
See, that
enough
got
compartments.
some laughter.
I know. So they tried to put enough compartments in there, and a lot of them are just open because then you don't have the doors to get in your way, and it becomes kind of awkward. You've just got these open cabinets where you can set things in them. But I'm impressed with what they've been able to put together for something that goes in the garage, that is a solid trailer, not a fold up, and a great little 2-person trailer, I think.
Sarah says garageable. That's ideal. It is. It's
is
like
ideal.
a deal breaker for a lot of
Yes, it is.
people. We need to figure out how to.
Yeah, we got to fix
Next
these
round
comments.
we'll try to fix
I'll
these.
fix
So I'm
comments.
sorry for everybody watching on the Texas Tiny Trailer page. It looks like it's quite a few of you, and
Oh, my
I
goodness.
really, really appreciate it.
We have
We
felt
just
you.
can't see it on here, so we'll fix that. But thank you for watching.
Yes. And can you tell us how many people are signed up for the Texas Tiny Trailer Rally on September 29th?
No, I cannot.
Do you have a guess?
80.
Somewhere around 80 is our
80.
last time we checked it, but we can only go up to about 120.
I think 100. I mean,
Or y'all will
we're
double
gonna have
and
to
triple
start
up, won't
doubling. Yeah. So.
Big question.
Ooh, good question, Dan. How does
And-
one figure out how much a truck can haul? Don't Google it. Don't
Do Google it.
Okay, so
But-
let me start off with every truck is different. So if you see a general number for a class of truck, then that's not what you go by, because every single truck with their options, with their suspensions, with their transmission, with the size gas tank they have, every truck is different. Say you put a sunroof. You have a truck with a sunroof. It's going to be different than the exact same truck without a sunroof. So where do you go to find what that specific truck can do?
Go to the manufacturer of the truck. Will have a website. There will be a chart on tow capacities on the internet that will tell you according to the year, the model, the transmission, the options, and it will have all these different categories that you choose, and then it will tell you what your tow capacity is. And that tow capacity is specific to that truck, optioned that way.
If you don't have access to that, you can do the math. There's going to be a sticker on the inside door, driver's side door, that tells you numbers like GVWR and things like that. And you can actually go to a CAT scale, and they not only will weigh your truck, load it out as if you're camping, they will weigh your truck, weigh your camper, weigh your truck and your camper, but they also are trained to help you to understand these things, and they do it quickly. You have options.
But that will only give you the rest of your capacity of how much you can carry, not how much you can tow. So 2 different numbers there. What your payload is the number that you can carry. Towing ability is going to be determined by the manufacturer. And it can even change with tires, if they change what tires they put on it. So, you just need to look at both those numbers.
So many factors.
Yep, but the manufacturer's website should have a chart. That's the best place to look.
And another number to keep in mind is, yes, towing capacity and your tongue weight. So those 2 numbers can get you a good idea of what will be safe and comfortable towing down the road.
Yeah.
Good answer, guys.
If you can't find that, just call us. We'll help you. It's what we do.
It's true.
Part of our job.
All right.
Okay.
All right, it's Friday, and I am out of mimosa, so I think we need to break this off so I can have another drink. Don't you think? Another drink?
Yep. Okay, let's sign off and make plans to get you to the end of the day so you can get to your birthday party.
Yeah. Yes. You're gonna cook for me in my backyard. It's gonna be fun.
Pop-Tarts.
I'll tell you about it next week.
Pop-Tart stir fry.
All the details.
Pop-Tart mash.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the happy birthday wishes.
Everybody, we will see you next time.
See you next week. Bye.